We know that the First Coast is just filled with history. Today I'm with Yoli with Explore Jack's Core. We're gonna go for a ride and learn all about this historic town. Welcome River City Live. I am so excited. We have a picture perfect day today.
Yes, we do.
You ready to get going?
I'm ready.
I'm excited.
Let's do it. Let's do it. On the left-hand side, we have the Seminole Club. It is deemed a historic building also because it has been fully restored and it's now Sweet Pete's chocolatier. He's a local chocolatier. And the interesting thing about that building is that during that period of time when it was a Seminole Club, it was a private gentleman's club. Men only, white men only, during that period of time. Now I love this church right here, which is the First Baptist Church. A lot of these buildings, they are not the very first version of institutions because of the Great Fire. You know, it took out a great portion of the city, but Jacksonville is one of those cities, something about the population, they found themselves rebuilding very quickly. As a matter of fact, the St. James Hotel, which is on the site of the old City Hall, the new City Hall, and before it was a City Hall, it was a department store. It was the St. James Hotel, which was constructed in the 1800s as well.
It's crazy. We just did one block, and all of the information you provide, you know what I mean? It's just there's so much that happened in such a little space.
Correct. So we're on Laura Street, and Laura Street is actually named after one of Isaiah D. Hart's daughters. And so Laura Street is also the epicenter of downtown as well. It runs straight through the heart of the city. And so I don't believe that it was by no mistake that this particular street was named Laura. And they say that Ocean is actually named after his son, but it was Ocean.
Ah.
And so there's a little play on spelling there, but that's what the historians say, and that's what a lot of my reading has led me to understand.
So Hart's son was Ocean.
Ocean.
But the street is Ocean.
Cyan. Or depending on where you're from and how you want to pronounce it.
Do you think he was like, hey Dad, Laura's got a street, and you kind of hid some vowels here and there and made it Ocean?
And you know, and the thing of it is that Ocean, he was a abolitionist. And so Dad was not an abolitionist. Dad was on the side of the Confederacy. So it's kind of hard to really, you know, 100 or so, 50.
There it is. 50, that's why he didn't get a street.
50 years later, they may have intentionally, kind of messed up his name. And to the right, we have the old library, which is a Carnegie Library. And I think it's important to say that not all cities got a Carnegie Library. Yeah. And so the fact that Jacksonville, Florida has a Carnegie Library and it is designated as a designated historic site, and I think those designations are important because of those designations, they can't tear down the building, or that's how some neighborhoods are able to be restored.
Is it vacant now?
It's actually a law office, so it's in private hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a law office.
If people want to learn more about you and they want to go for a ride and learn, how can they do that? What's the best way?
Actually, the best way is to go online, www.explorejackscore.com, and you can book a tour online there, or you have my phone number there. You can call me if you're not internet savvy, or you can go on Airbnb and book an experience with me there as well. And under Airbnb, it is the Golf Car Tour, Jacksonville, Black History, and the Harlem of the South.
Thank you so much. Again, I learned a ton.
Great. I'm glad you did.
Always a great opportunity to go out there and learn. And one more time, that website is explorejackscore.com. And a lot of families, you're looking to do something with the kids over the long summer break, definitely reach out to Yoli. You guys will learn something. Right now, let's send it to Rance.